maybe we can wait 1 minute. We'll start on time. Abhishek, you can start on
You are
YouTube.
live.
Okay, and you can go for sleep. I will awake. It's 3 a.m. for you, right? So you can go for
Yes.
sleep. So everyone will start in maybe 1 minute. Just go through this, what to discuss yesterday. We have 30 more seconds. We'll start. I'm expecting you all receive the notes, right? Whoever ping me the ID, they all receive the notes. Okay, Suraj, can you please close your camera? Okay. So I hope everybody received that, the notes I sent. And I'm telling you again, everyone, right? We are going through each and every topic, right? With all combination of the questions, right? So you have to be patient, go one by one each topic and try to understand the notes I have given. Okay, if you have any question, right? Because my time and your time is different, right? When our session will be ended, at that time, our that time is 10:30 or 10:30, 10:45 for me, right? PM in the night. So you all can send your message. I can reply back in the daytime. Once our fourth session has been done, right? Means on this Friday, you all can give me the feedback that Vishal, this is something what you have to, make it correct. Okay, this is something what Vishal you have to, you are doing good, something you are not doing good, you have to make something better or not, whatever, you can give me the suggestion. I will try to implement for same for everyone. Okay, Dhananjay, once again I will let you know too. You have some question, Dhananjay?
Yeah, Vishal.
Yes, Dhananjay, tell me.
Actually, yesterday we seen a varchar and the varchar 2, right?
Hmm.
So right now we are only using a varchar 2, not a
What I'm
varchar,
trying
right?
to say it here, Dhananjay, that this was the question. This was the question in Oracle. The question comes difference between Varchar and Varchar 2. When I discussed this question yesterday, I tell you that most of the website or few website, not most of, sorry, few websites are claiming, right, that there is a difference between Varchar and Varchar 2, and they are saying that Varchar is basically used for null value representation and Varchar 2 is not. But this answer will be wrong. This was my motto yesterday. Whenever anybody can ask this question, your answer will be Varchar and Varchar 2 both are same, but Oracle reserve Varchar 2 because Varchar 2 is still in development stage. So we have to prefer only Varchar 2 to implement any string. Single one line answer, no need to go anything more detail in it. That's it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and
right,
again,
right.
yes, you tell me.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I seen somewhere that varchar is a zero padding,
Please,
and the varchar, yeah,
whenever you see, just check that is it a Oracle documentation. If it is not Oracle documentation, any bogus website, please don't follow. If you have any confusion, go to Oracle documentation. You can go to oracle.com. Documentation is free. Go there and search your doubt. Difference between Varchar and Varchar 2. This I will, when we go to the next classes, Dhananjay, we can discuss so many things. Remember, understand one thing. Interview is all about an art. How good your knowledge, that does not matter much. How to answer is more important. What to answer is not important at all. Interview is totally different thing. So how to answer is important. You have to learn how to answer. We are discussing many things when I'm discussing primary key, foreign key, unique, constant. These all basic concept contains at least 4 to 5 questions at the time of interview. At least 4 to 5 questions at the time of interview. Lakshmi Prasad, what are you sharing this Jamboard Google.com? What is this? Why are you sharing this? I don't know. Anyway, okay. So my screen will be shared. Let's go back. Go back to new sessions, new questions. Right? We are going topic by topic. We are not and I'm telling you, everyone, does not matter you continue the session with me or not. But from wherever you learn, remember, if you consider me as someone who is a senior than you in IT industry, so consider my one line advice. Go always topic by topic. If you ever go random here and there, today function, tomorrow procedure, then trigger, then SQL, then analytical, then view, then materialize view, you never get selected. And that is true. 200% true. Focus on base concept. Your daily routine project work, at least 40 to 50% of the work only because of the concept is coming here. Okay, let's go that. We are talking about a concept. We are talking about yesterday we discussed about DDL and DML concept. We learned what exactly the questions coming from the DDL and DML, and that question, what question I discussed yesterday, that is a very important question. That if you write rollback, everything will be rollback. If I write commit, once committed, we cannot roll back. Data will be committed. This rollback does not matter. All data inserted. Then I fire one DDL command. That DDL means what? Create, alter, truncate, draw. Actually, you can understand something like that. Easy language. Insert, update, delete. These are DML command. Whatever you can say, that you can see this create table, alter table, drop table, truncate table. These all are DDL command. When we fire DDL, DDL is a property of auto commit. Everything whatever discussed yesterday is there in the notes. Go through the notes. Ask me the question on that. Okay. DDL first commit the data. Interviewer, this question is very common. Almost 70 to 80% can give this answer. Interviewer are very smart. Interview question coming, he will definitely like next question. What happen if my DDL fail? Here people get confused. I tell you here, DDL fail, no syntax error. The data will be committed. But if DDL fail with syntax error, data will be not committed. This is what you have to answer at the time of interview. We'll discuss about the concept of where, I mean, because these are very basic thing. I'm not going to take a lot of time here. Just I'm just following in 1 minute. Varchar 2 we discuss. Number is a number. We discuss all these things. Right? Varchar 2. We're discussing this thing. Difference between Varchar 2. There is no difference in Oracle. Always remember, this is what you have to answer. This is written in Oracle documentation. Never go for any bogus website. From this website you learn, from that website you learn. Because when you are giving this answer, it means you are learning from some top 50 interview question PDF sort of thing. Right? Which is not advisable. Rakesh, you have some question?
Yeah, Vishal.
Yes, Rakesh, tell me.
Uh, I have just one question. It's not a question. It's I think it's my confusion.
Mhm.
Okay. He just ping you online. Okay. So it's related to index organized table. There is no need to read an index, then read the table data in a separate structure. What I know, like when we create an index
Mm-hmm.
and selecting the table is a
Mm-hmm.
fast step because data are reading by index, not by the table. But in index organized table, this statement is saying there is no need to read an index. Then read the table data in separate structure. So it's
When
my
we, this is
confusion.
what this. There no need to get confused. This is what I written, right? If you go here, right, this is what I written very clearly, right? Because this is a very small question in the interview.
Mhm,
Difference between heap organized table and index organized table. What are types of table? Chances of
mhm,
asking this question. I That's why I mentioned the disadvantage, right? You
mhm.
cannot have any other index on the data. So if you're
Okay.
creating index organized table, this is concept is coming organized index.
Mhm.
Right, simple thing there is, you cannot create any other. If you're creating 3 4 5 indexing, it means that is not index organized table.
Yep. Yep.
Right, simple.
Right.
There is no, when we discuss about indexing, how indexing work, because you cannot say that if you create an index, it means when you write a query, the query will use an index. There is no guarantee. When we discuss
Mhm.
about performance tuning, I will take around 10 lectures, 10 hours I will discuss on performance tuning. Then I discuss about indexing and everything. Right,
Okay.
then I will let you know there is no guarantee. You just
Yep.
created it because you just thought that my query should use it, but it's all depend upon the query, right? They have to use or not. We'll discuss about all these things. So
Okay.
don't get confused here. Right, you're very simple. We are going with what we're discussing, table. We're not discussing index. Don't get confused. Go topic by topic. We discuss table. Table is the
Mhm.
main fundamental of our database. Simple. Table where we
Okay.
store data. Then we
Mhm.
discuss DDL, DML command. Then we discuss few data types. In the same way, we can discuss few very good interview question today. You can discuss in few minutes. There is a we discuss about table, right? Next
Yes.
question coming in an interview, right? Interviewer question coming in two types. One scenario based question. Let's first understand the concept. Then we go to the scenario based question. The question is, when we create any number column comes with two things. One is called precision, precis. Okay, forget about a spelling mistake if I did any. Precision, and one is called scale. What exactly precision and scale means? Suppose I write a number here, 1 2 3 4 5 6.4567. I write a number. If you see this number, if you see this number, how many record total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This total 10, these are called precision. It means when I create a column with, suppose I'm writing here number 5 comma 2, it means 5 means total number of digit the capacity. By default you don't have to, if you just write number, that is okay. But if you give any capacity 5 comma 2, it means maximum 5 digit allowed. Maximum 5 digit means this all including decimal. 2 means there's 2 position left reserved for decimal. Then this before decimal only 3, 2 position reserved. For example, let's see, there is a very good question coming in interview here. Can we create, can we create a table, can we create a table with negative,
Negative.
anybody please
Anybody is
please mute.
please mute.
Can we create a table with a negative precision? For example, like this. See this question. Create table. Suppose I'm calling table name ABCD. I'm getting a column, suppose ID. That is a number type. I am making here 5, comma minus 2. Actually, there is a scenario based question coming here. But just understand this here 5, comma minus 2. How it is working. 5, comma minus 2. First question, understand this. What is scale? Scale means after decimal. After decimal, this number is after decimal. This number is when I'm talking about plus 2. For example, let me create a column plus 2 first. 5 comma 2. What does it mean? It means there is a column table ABCD which contains a column ID, that is a number type, maximum 5 allowed, after decimal 2 allowed. Let me insert a data. Insert into ABCD values. Suppose I'm inserting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digit. See, I'm trying to insert. What happened? It gives me error. One thing always understand, everybody, database is pure English language. Whenever any error comes in your project, just try to read this error message and try to understand this meaning in your local language, whatever language you're speaking, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, whatever your language is. Just try to understand this translation, what exactly this meaning is. Value larger than a specified precision allowed for this column. Means whatever it is allowed, you are inserting more than that. I am making 5 comma 2 means maximum 5 allowed, and 2 is for decimal position. So means without decimal 1.23.45, if I try to insert this data, that is okay. Total 5, 2 means after decimal there is only 2 records coming. This is the concept of 5 comma 2. 5 means total record, 2 means after decimal 2. This 5 include decimal. Now there is one other question here. ABCD1 5 comma minus 2. Can I create a table with negative precision? Easy question. Asking of chances of asking this question is maybe 5%. But the conceptual question coming on this, asking a question of asking 50%. Let's see. Can I create a table with negative precision? First answer is yes. We can create a table with negative precision. You can see table created. But once we create a table with negative precision, now this negative is not related to decimal. This is a trick. Negative is not related to the decimal. See what is happening. I'm inserting data. Suppose I'm inserting data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see. One row inserted. Now this whole 5 is given here. Let me go to the table. Select star from ABCD1. Now see the data. I hope you are getting the concept. See the data. What is happening? Sorry. What is happening? When I make a negative precision, minus 2 means nearest 100. Nearest 100th position. 2 means 00. Means last 2 position become 0. So you are inserting this record, but database inserted the nearest 100 data into the system. If I make it this table, if I try to insert this record, suppose new record, I try to insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, any record, you can insert 89, suppose 89. Nearest, I'm inserting this record. What is the nearest 100? 12400. 12400. You can see that the nearest 100. This 2 means not last digit 2. Nearest 100. Make the value round, and the nearest 100 will be inserted to the database. Interviewer question. Now understand the scenario based interview question. Interviewer asking in the scenario that I have a table. See this scenario question. I have a table. In my table, I have a column. For example, I have a column commission. Okay. In commission column, people inserted the data, but we will give a nearest round value. For example, if anybody try to insert 1234, I will give him 1230, nearest 10th value. Somebody can insert 12460 I will give 12470. Nearest 10 means you are in user inserting this data, but I am showing this data. How can I do that? Interviewer will not ask you this. They will ask you the data become value become round, means value become approximate value. User inserting 1234, but in my column it should come 1230. In number column, both are number column. This is a number column. I am inserting this, database showing this. I am inserting this data. It means you are inserting nearest 100. Sorry, nearest 10th. Nearest 10th means suppose there is another table. This will be -1. When I make it -1 means one time minus. 1 means nearest 10th. See this? I am inserting the same value here, ABCD2. Nearest 10 will be what? 12390. Any confusion, anybody till here? This question coming into the interview. Anybody any doubt here in this question? I hope not. So minus means negative precision, means make the value to nearest 10th, nearest 100, nearest 1000, anything. Suppose I'm getting a table, create table test.
So either it will be ceiling or floor, right?
What? Sorry?
Yeah, either it will be ceiling or floor in the nearest 10th position, right? It's -1 is there.
Actually, you can't say ceiling or floor. Ceiling or floor is you cannot decide is 100th or 10th, because suppose like -3. Take this example, -3. I'm getting this table. Insert into test 1111. I'm inserting value this 12389. What is written? -3. -3 means nearest 1000. 3 times 0. 3 means 3 times 0. The nearest 1000. What are the nearest 1000 record? 12,000.
12000. Yeah.
12000. 12,000 going to the table. But suppose here if I'm inserting 12589. See everybody, 12589 inserted. Now go to the table. 13000, nearest 1000. Are anybody any doubt how this 1000, how this become 13,000? Anybody any doubt here? Ask me the question. Anybody any doubt? I inserted this record, but insert into table this. Any doubt, anyone? Because it is written -3. -3 means nearest 1000. So what is nearest 1000? 12,589 means you already crossed 500. It becomes 13,000. Nearest 100. So this is the question coming into the table. Very simple, one concept. We are discussing about DDL and DML. Let's go back to, there is a very good question coming on. I will discuss about alter and drop, right? Please mute, and you can see this question. Two things we'll discuss very clearly. Whatever you are discussing in next 4 lecture we are discussing, you are easily get at least 4 questions in your interview. And remember my word, does not matter from where you learn, but learn from scratch if you want to select. Simple. Okay, let's go talk about modify table. And the people who want to continue, you can just let me know after 4 sessions, because whatever you can see, the total people become 25 to 30%. Okay, so don't worry on this. I'm talking about modify table. Modify table means what? As the name is saying, modify means something is already exist. Can I go to modify? Yes, you can modify, you can change. Why this question is important for interview point of view, I just want to show you here. Few people who are senior people, they can say, Vishal, this is very easy. Means I don't know why I awake at the 7 a.m. in the morning to go through these topics. Let's see the interview question coming here, right? There are 2-3 questions I will discuss today on this. Modify table. Modify means what? We can modify the size of any columns of table. Simple. For example, I have a table. I created a table. Let me take this table. I don't want to save the time. We created a table yesterday. Let me pick that table. See, I'm picking this table to save our time. I created a table. My table created. Okay. My table created. I want to insert the data. Insert into employee values. Employee ID, for example, 1. Employee name I'm inserting more than 10. Age I'm inserting 34. Sex I'm inserting male. I'm trying to insert the data. You can see it will give error. When it gives error, just try to read the error very clearly. Value too large for column. Value too large for column. Which column? This is schema name, employee dot employee name, employee dot employee name, this column. Actual 13, that is 13, maximum 10, maximum 10 allowed. So you cannot insert value too large because we are actually inserting 13 character and we have 10 allowed. That's okay. It means there is a problem. So what is the solution? You can go and change the size. Try to understand it what I'm trying to say here. This question is very important, scenario based question. I go and increase the size. How can I increase the size? Alter command. Because alteration, just like we can go to the tailor and say, okay, can you please alter my shirt, alter my pant, alter my whatever for your dress. Same thing I'm doing. Alter. Remember DDL, I tell you, DDL always comes the parent. Alter table name, create index name, create sequence name, truncate table name. Keyword always come. Alter table name. Modify. I'm just go and try to how to modify this. I'm just writing here. Modify what? Employee name. Archive 2, I make it 20. Very good. My size will be modified. My size will be modified. If I go and I can check, how can I check this? Descending, there is a command DSC, describe employee table. If I'm running, you can see the size will be changed. Now it is varchar to 20. Previously it was 10. Now I changed to 20. Now I try to insert the record. My record inserted. Very good. Let me insert one more record. Everybody can see this. One more record I'm inserting like this. Try to insert this record. That is also inserted. Okay. Let me try one more record. It will give me error again. That value too large for column. Actual 30 means this is 30 and maximum 20 allowed. Okay. I just go and increase the size by 35. Whatever I want, I just go and increase. Very easy. You can increase the size. If I want to go and check here, describe, my size will be increases. Very easy thing. No problem at all. Just like we can increase the size, we can decrease this. Now this is the trick. Just like we can increase the size, we can decrease the size as well. But once I'm going to decrease the size, let's see this here. Suppose I'm trying to decrease, it is currently 35. I'm decreasing it, for example, 30. I try to run the same command, alter table name, modify 30. Previously it was 35. I try to make it 30. Table altered. No problem at all. Same like, means just like we can increase, we can decrease. That you know. Let me again try to decrease it by 28. It increase. How much record it is? 28. This data will be inserted. Okay, this data is not inserted. I think I haven't changed the insert. Let's make it to 30 first. I make it to 30. Then I insert this record. My record inserted. You can see this. It becomes 30 now. Now I want to change it to 28. When I try to make it to decrease the size, it gives me error. Now there's a trick. Interviewer asks you a question. Can I modify the column of a table? Can I modify the size? Normally people can say the answer, yes sir, we can modify. The command is modify command. Alter table name, modify column name. My column will be modified. This is the general answer which everybody can give. How you make it different? You make it different that yes, we have a command. Modify command will be used to increase or decrease the size. But increasing the length is very easy, straightforward. Whenever we remember this line, what I'm just saying, remember this line. Increasing the size of any column is very straightforward, easy. Whenever you want, you can go and directly increase the size. If I want to increase the size 38, I don't have to think twice. Size will be increases. But when in case of size reduction, whenever I try to reduce the size, for example, I'm reducing it to 28 or 30, anything. 30 is it allows. You can make it decrease. But when we try to decrease the size, database will go and check each and every record of the system. For example, if this particular table contains 1 million records, right? And if I'm trying to decrease the size I'm trying to decrease, my database will go and check all 1 million record, each and every record of this 1 million table, to see everybody is must be satisfy this 28. If any one of the record is not satisfying this length, it will cannot decrease the length. But in case of size increase, database will not go and check. So increasing the size is straightforward, but decreasing the size, it will be time taking and time consuming process, and it only be advisable to use in downtime. What is downtime? You can see some websites, it is written that we are on maintenance, we are working after 30 minutes, or we are not available in this time. That is downtime. So if you want to decrease the size, we have to use downtime, because it will take time. It will go and check each and every record of the system. But in case of increasing the size, it will be straightforward. We don't need any downtime. We can go and directly increase the size of a column. But in case of decreasing, it is not advisable in the normal production time, because if you want to decrease the size of a table, it will go and check each and every record of the table to find out everybody must satisfy this new length. So that's why it is taking time. It is taking time. Any question here, anybody? Very pretty straightforward concept, no worry. I'm going to a new concept again. There are three good concepts we're learning today. One concept is add column. Can I add a column into a table? Means I have a table, I created a table, my table has a lot of record in the table. Can I add a column? Like for example, I want to add address column, right? Adding a column is very easy. But you know what interviewer, how interviewer asking this question? Interviewer asking this question in the interview. I have a table. My table contains 10 million record. Always remember, in any interview, they never talk about less than million or billion. They always have millions record in the table. So my table contains millions of record. At that moment of time, we thought that we have to add one more column into the table. So can I add a column? So you can say, yes, you can add a column. Because alter table name, add column name, your column will be added. Same alter, because your table already exists. We are altering the table, alteration going on. I'm just increase one more column. It's very good command, simple. You can write it here, alter table name, add, alter table is add address, varchar 2, for example, 100. I'm adding this table. My column will be added. Interviewer question is, my table contains 10 million record. What happen if I add a new column? What happen if I add a new column? What happen with my old record? Interviewer always try to ask a scenario based question to test that you ever see the data or not. So what happen if I add a new column and my table already contains millions of record? You can see table altered. So your answer will be, there is no difference at all. When we add the table, when we add a new column into the table, the new column come with null data for all the previous inserted records. These three records are already previously inserted, we see, and this new column we added address column, and it becomes null, null, null. So interview question is, does not matter if your table contains millions of record. If you add a new column, that column contains null value for all the old record. Okay, then interviewer is saying, okay, so can we do, I don't want null record, because in my this release, I'm going to this sprint and my client is saying this new record is not null. You cannot advise null. Means you cannot insert null. It's not null value. You cannot insert null value, because if you add a new column, the column populated with null data, and that is not that is not a need of our project. Our project needs some data in this column. So few people started advising, sir, first we add a column, then we update the column. So we don't have to do that. We can same time, suppose I'm adding an address type, a new column I'm adding, and I just write it here after this default any value. So I'm adding default residential. What happened? This new column will be added, address type, a new column will be added, and for all the previous value, a default residential column will be inserted into the table. You can see that. I go to select staff from employee. You can see residential, residential, residential. A new column will be added, which actually go and insert the data here into the system. Very simple. Simply go add the data and simply go and it will add this particular column and the default value is itself coming. So when the interviewer is asking this question, my table contains millions of record and I'm inserting a new column. So what happened with the old record? So if you insert a new column, the new column come value. So the new column will be added and make this column as a default. Whatever value we given, the same value is coming, right? Exactly same. There is no concept at all, there is no difference at all, same thing is coming, same concept. Interview question coming here, interview question, mainly question coming here. Okay, this is a tricky question. Can I drop a column? Can I drop, just like we add a column, can I drop a column? Please listen this, mainly this question comes for more than 6+ year experience people. So whoever is more than 6+ year experience, please listen this concept very clearly. Can I drop a column? Because one thing you always remember, some people can asking me question on my WhatsApp group or anywhere on my personal one-to-one also, that Vishal, what is performance tuning, right? And you are expecting that I can give some chat and on the WhatsApp chat you are able to understand tuning. Tuning is a process. When we learn tuning, I let you know, tuning is a process which is implemented when the system will be start designing till when we deliver it to client. For each and every step, tuning will be involved, right? The question is here, can I drop a column, right? If you are a fresher, right, or maybe that's okay, 6 year experience, 5 year, your first how to answer. Always remember, your answer will make you different. You and interviewer meet for 50 minutes only. The first 5 minutes, tell me about yourself. Last 5 minutes, ask me some question. You have just 50 minutes on where you have to talk as a technical discussion between you and your manager and your interviewer. Now it depends upon you that how you kill his time. As better you kill his time, you will get selected. You question is, can I drop a column? Yes, just like we can alter table, table name, add column, we can just make the same thing. You can see there's a table contains address. I'm just using the same concept here, same line. Alter table, table name, alter table, table name, drop column, column name. Suppose I want to drop this address column. Very simple. Alter table, table name, drop column, column name. You can see the column will be dropped. This answer given by 99% of the people give the same answer. That yes, sir, I can drop the column. But how you have to make yourself different? How you have to kill your time here? Listen carefully. I can give everything in the notes, but learn it how to answer at the time of interview. That yes, we can drop the column. Alter table, table name, drop column, column name will drop the column from the table. But it is a very expensive operation. It is a very expensive operation. If my table contains millions of data, just like here I'm giving this example, right? If my at the time of size reduction, if you remember, I just give few minutes before, I give an example of alter table modify size. At that time, I will tell you, increasing the length is very easy. Very easily we can increase the length. But when we try to decrease the length of a table, same command will work. Alter table, table name, modify column name. But decreasing is not straightforward. If my table contains millions of data, my decreasing will go and check each and every record of the table and see if it is satisfied or not. That's why decreasing the column length will take a lot of time. So it is advisable in downtime. This is how you have to answer. Command is same. Alter table, table name, alter table, table name, modify column name. With the less length, it will be modified. But this is how you have to answer. Learn how to answer. Same way, drop column. Alter table, table name, drop column, column name. Column will be dropped. But this is a very expensive operation. This is a very expensive operation. Because if my table contains millions of rows, it will take a long time to run. And all the data blocks which is store the data will changes. And my application is unusable. My application will be unusable when I try to run this command. When I try to run this command, my whatever that my procedure, function, packages, whoever is using this employee table, they all become unusable. Because your employee table is in changing state. Your employee table is changed. This table contains millions of records. And you are trying to drop a column, it take a lot of time because expensive operation. And in that time being, your application become unusable. This employee table, nobody can use it. And your application become unresponsive at that time. So we cannot do that. It will take a lot of time because there are millions of records. So in this scenario, if I have to drop a column, I will use another command. I never use the alter table name drop column. I will use alter table name employee. So let me add this column one more time. Address type to let me add this column. You can see this address is coming. Address is coming here. Alter table name. I'm not using drop column. I'm using here alter table name, set unused column, set unused column name. Remember this drop. This is how you have to answer. Remember, I am focusing on concept. Everybody I'm saying, and that's why I'm giving this 100% guarantee that each and every question coming from the interview, and the people get selected. If you see this message, because they all listen all the sessions and they go through all the notes and they learn how to answer. That's why if people have only 2-year experience can get a 15 lakhs package, 6-year experience can get 27 lakhs package, because they know how to answer. Alter table name, set unused column name. Remember this. This is a instant operation. This is a expensive operation. Take a lot of time. This is an instant operation. Does not matter your table contains 5 records or 5 million records. Does not matter how many rows in the table. It will take the same amount of time, because remember this, interviewer will ask you the question, why? How unused will be faster? Why you are saying that drop column is taking time? Because drop column is physically remove the data. It is physically removed this particular column from the table. But in case of alter table name set unused column, this is not physically removed. This is just mark this column unused into the table. You can see this table altered, right? If I go to select staff from employee, address table is gone. You cannot see the address table because it's set unused. And this particular operation is an instant operation. No matter how many rows in the table, it will take the same amount of time, because it does not physically remove the column from the table. It just mark them unavailable. The data is still exist. If there is any data in this table, in this particular column, the data is still exist, but we cannot read it. But the benefit is what? Your operation will be instant. There will be no operation which will be stopped. Your table will be as it is, everything will be used. If you want to reclaim the space, when your application will be gone, when your application will be go through on the weekend activity, when the weekend activity will be going on, at that moment of time, the DBAs will do alter table name, drop unused columns. Alter table name, drop unused columns. We will use this command and your all unused column will be dropped. If you want to see which column, we can directly go to DBA unused column table. Okay, let me show you one more time. Let me add this table again, this column. I'm added this address column again. Select staff from employee. You can see this address column. I just mark this. You can see this select staff from employee. I can see this address column. I am marking set unused column. It's an instant operation. My address column will be gone, but it is not physically gone. If you want to check, I can directly go to this view, select star from DBA underscore unused underscore column underscore tabs. I think correct name is, let me check. No, something name DBA unused called tabs. DBA unused column name तो सही लिखा है. Let me check. DB underscore unused underscore call underscore tabs. DB unused call tabs. Column name is correct. Let me show. Unused call tabs. Column name is correct.
Shall we have write it L here?
DB unused call tabs.
There is a typo.
Oh, sorry. There is a typo from my side. Sorry. If I go to this particular column, this particular table, it is not working. DBA unused call tabs. This should give the data. Okay, maybe because I'm using this SQL developer, a free tool, that's why maybe it is not working. All unused call tabs. Let me see. If you, okay, here maybe it is not working, but if you see, maybe because of this live SQL is a free version, because this table is exist as I see you here. The table DB unused column tabs. It describe all the columns that contain all the database containing unused columns. DB unused call tabs, all unused call tabs. These are the database dictionary which contains all the column. Maybe on live SQL we don't have rights to display that. So when we do this operation, we can see it will display all the columns. It will display all the columns which are set for unused. And then on the weekend activity, the DBA will go and drop all unused column. Alter table name, drop unused columns. All column will be gone. So as you are now doing the work of deletion the data, this can take time. But the key difference is now here I'm dropping the column. It will take the time no matter at all, because now this particular column, address column, contains data. If I try to drop this column here, it will take time. But the key difference is here that dropping unused column is non-blocking. Your application is running as usual, because here if I'm doing the drop column, let me take this here. Let me repeat it again. I'm again. The question was interview, can I drop a column? Yes, you can drop a column. Alter table name, drop column name. This is the general answer. 99.9% people are giving the same answer. How you become of the 0.1% people? You have to say alter table name, drop column name is an expensive operation, and we should avoid this operation at the time of production, because it try to delete this data physically. If my table contains millions of records, it will take a lot of time, and the same at that moment of time, my application is become unusable. Because my table is changing state and it is unstable. It is a blocking operation. So we should avoid it in the production, right? If we want it instant, then we have to make it set unused column. We can mark that column unused by the command alter table name, set unused column name. This is an instant operation. Does not matter my table contains 5 records or 5 million records. It does not matter how many records your table contains, but this is an instant operation and instantly mark that particular column unused, right? Because it does not physically remove the columns from the database, but just mark them unavailable. So interviewer saying, then what happened with the data? The data exists as it is, because we haven't removed the data physically. The data exists as it is into that particular column, but we mark it unavailable. So our application will be non-blocking. It's working as it is. On the weekend activity, when DBA wants, he can go and just run the command alter table name, drop unused column. Now when I'm dropping unused columns here, right, then it will take time, because now I'm trying to physically remove the column from the database. It is taking time physically removing the column from the database. It will take time. Yes, it's true. But now the key difference is here, when I am dropping unused column, it is a non-blocking operation, and that will be no impact on my database. There is no impact on my any database activity which is going on. It make it non-blocking. Non-blocking application will be continue to run as normal as it is working on. Interviewer, next question here. Can I mark them at one time unused? Okay, but I thought no. I suppose, for example, I mark the column unused, but I thought no, I need this column. Can I make it roll back? Who can give me this answer? I mark this column unused, right? But I suddenly realize that I don't have to do that. So can I make it roll back?
No, we can't able to roll back.
Why? Reason?
DML command. It's a DDL command.
Yes.
DDL command.
Straightforward answer. Straightforward answer, because alter is a DDL command.
DDL command.
Please mute. Always remember the basic concept. Whenever you are giving any interview, right, and some question comes in front of you which you don't know, what is set unused, what is he doing, what I know, I don't know about unused, forget about it. What interviewer asking? Interviewer is making some alter. You are making an alter, it means you are firing a DDL. And once you are firing DDL, it means that is auto commit. You cannot roll back. Simple funda. Whatever you are doing, unused you are doing, what dropping you are doing, I don't know what you are doing. I don't care with this. I care with this. You firing an alter table. So if interviewer asking this question that I make the column unused, but I think I did a mistake, so I make it roll back. So can I do that? So you cannot do that because you fire a DDL command, and DDL is auto commit. Auto commit means once something will be done, we cannot make it back. This is the concept of DDL. Any confusion till here? Anybody? And this is what I said, like all unused column tab or DB unused column tab, you can go and see this. See, this is how we have to answer. This is how you have to answer at the time of interview, that what questions are coming. Let me go back to here to everyone. Okay. Okay, tell me now, before moving to any next question. Tell me, any confusion, anybody, anything?
Yeah, Vishal, Ramos is this side.
Yes.
So I have one question on
Mhm.
Oracle 12c. When I was trying to modify the existing length of the data type,
Mhm.
but table got the records. That time I was not able to modify the existing length of the data type in 12c.
Sorry, what you said? Can you repeat one more time? Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. What you are saying, let me note it down. What you are saying, that what you
Yeah,
are trying to do, you have a table.
yeah, and table containing the data.
Okay.
So let's say one column is ID
Okay.
or name. So let's say ID length is ID maybe data type is varchar2,
Okay.
and its length is 20.
Okay.
Okay, so if in the Oracle 12c, if I want to modify the existing data type, so I
Mhm.
was not able to modify. If
Data type
table,
not able to modify. Why you cannot modify? Means
I was
there is
getting the
not a scenario. You can do that.
in
Means
12c
suppose
I
you, no, it does
yeah.
not matter 12c. See, everything is backward compatibility is there. Backward compatibility means whatever the previous version is given, every new version has to support it. You are trying to change, for example, varchar2 to number. Okay, I'm giving an example, right? You're changing data type, means varchar2 to number, right? Agree?
No, I was trying to do only the modify the existing length. Let's say it's
20 to
20.
40,
So yeah,
20 to 40 is straightforward. Increasing
yes.
size will never stop you. Increase the size will never, it will give you error. Even try to decrease it, maybe 18. So when you try to make it 18, it will go and check each and every record of the table. If any particular data, any data is more than 18, it will give you error. It will not allow you to this is what I'm explaining. This is what the difference between modify the table with increase and with decrease. Increasing is straightforward, but decreasing is not straightforward. If I try to decrease the data, it will go and check each and every record of the table. If any particular column, any particular data is more than this 18, what you want to make it, it will not allow. Sorry, it will not make it. This is what I'm explaining. Same thing. So you have to check the maximum length first. So when interview question is coming here, interviewer just want to check you here. Why it is taking time and why it is not taking time? Because it will go and check each and every record of the table. And if something is happening, then only it will take, otherwise it will not take. Simple. Now go to,
Vishal,
yes, yes.
yeah, Dhananjay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, adding to this question, if you want to change the data type from varchar2 to number, and
Mm-hmm.
if you're having a data in a column,
Mm-hmm.
so is that possible?
Suppose ABCD. It will not allow to, this is the basic concept. We learned it yesterday, right? What we learned yesterday? That a number will not allow varchar. A number will not allow varchar. So if there is an ID column which created as a varchar to 20, and you want to change the data type from varchar to number, and here is any data contains suppose B50 as an ID, you cannot change it to number. It gives you error, invalid data type or data value conversion error. This is the basic concept we learned yesterday. Number will not allow varchar, but varchar allow number. Remember, this is what we discussed yesterday in the notes. Even it is given in the notes. If you go
Yeah.
here in the notes, same. This is always remember whatever we learned in the first 15 sessions. Your daily, when you got selected and start working somewhere, your 50% of the work from the same, whatever we discuss, your 50% of the work is the same. Okay, let's go to one more concept very quickly, then we can
Sir,
stop.
sir,
Yes,
sir, want
yes,
to add
please.
one more question here.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose we want to change that where care to number. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the enter is asking that if there is not allowing to change the number because that in that column some string values are there.
Hmm.
So alpha. So how to check that?
How to
That
check
regular expression I know.
that?
Yeah, yeah. Means suppose
Remember,
I
there is
want
a
to
many
change.
column. We have, see, Rakesh, there is many columns, like we have is numeric function. We can use is numeric function to pass the value. If this is numeric and give you greater than 0. Rakesh, you have 15, 16-year experience. You understand these things, right? But the people here on the second lecture, they can't understand these things. It is alphanumeric number. How to check that this not contains number? You have
Okay, sorry.
15, 16, you understand it. But see, we have a,
Sorry,
you
sorry.
know, the concept of, no, that your point is valid. This is all about concept, Rakesh. The concept is I just had to check if my particular column contains varchar or number. So I can create a is number column. Is number a function? Pass is number. If it is a number, it will give you 0, otherwise not. Just pass this function and check the value. It's straightforward. Right, I will give you the solution of, you can search on Google, a very easy solution, but I will give you on your WhatsApp message, Rakesh, don't worry. So for check
Okay.
all the data, but normally if somebody can try to do it in a big project, right, this is called a flaw in database design. Flaw of database design. Because when we go this conversion, before that the architect will be already set together to search, when I'm trying to convert this data type to that data type, whatever the possibilities are coming here, what are the chances of system going to be failed. So everything will be checked. But still, if somebody getting this error, I mean, there's a flaw of design. That's why getting the error. Simple concept. Otherwise not. So is numeric, you can, is numeric a simple function, Rakesh? You can just pass any value. If that value is a number, is underscore number, or two a number, sorry, two underscore number, you can pass it here. Just make it 5. If it is number, it will give you yes, otherwise no. I will let you know. It's very easy. Okay.
Okay.
By function you can check. Understand, there is one concept is called invisible column. We are just moving around tables. We haven't go through the table yet. We are still into the table. We learn the concept of what is invisible column. Name is saying invisible column. Invisible column means Mr. India. Everybody watch Mr. India, Anil Kapoor? I don't think so, but I watched this movie. Mr. Watch, Mr. India, right? Invisible column is just like Anil Kapoor. Very simple concept. What he wants, this concept comes into the database from Oracle 12c onwards. Before Oracle 12c, we don't have a concept of invisible column. The benefit of invisible column is, let's see the best part of invisible column. Let me create a table. Create table test. Suppose I'm creating a column 1, that is number. Column 2, that is number. Column 3, and that is number. I just mark it here invisible. Simple. Invisible. That's it. Let me create this table. What I did a mistake. Create table. Table name. Column 1 number. Column 2 number.
Comma.
Column 3
Someone's
number.
line.
Invisible.
No problem.
Oh, sorry.
Comma.
Oh, name is already table. Let me test one. Okay. Table created. My table created. The benefit of table created is, let me insert data here. Insert into test 1. Suppose column 1 comma column 2 values. Suppose I'm writing here 1 comma 2. Run it. I'm writing select star from test 1. What do you mean by star? Everybody know that? It means what? This is what I learned yesterday, right? When I'm talking to the database, I'm a SQL, structured query language. I'm talking to the database and saying, give me all the data. So I'm doing select star from test 1. When I'm doing select star from test 1, the beauty of invisible column is, even this star, this invisible column is not displaying. Invisible column is a new concept coming into Oracle 12c. This concept make a column, a particular column, it become Mr. India. This particular column become invisible. Even select star from, even we do select star from, these all interview questions. What invisible column? Can I do select? Suppose question like this. I have a table, my table contains 10 columns, but when I'm doing select star, it will only give me 9 columns. Why? Because that one column is invisible column. Invisible column, even select star from, in this way also, we cannot see this invisible column. How can we see this invisible column? If somebody knows it. If I go right here, column 1, comma, column 2, comma, column 3, then I'm able to see this column 3. If I specify that column name, why we are using invisible column? Why we are using invisible column? To improve the security. The benefit, if the people who knows about views, right? When we discuss views in our lecture, maybe after 20 lecture, then I will let you know. In a database, the concept of view as a concept comes into the database just to increase the security of our table. Invisible columns doing the same concept here from Oracle 12c onwards on a particular column. The benefit of view is that we can hide the data, so users cannot allow to see it. We cannot allow to see it. We can specify a view by creating a particular column and a select column here. But here, when I make a particular column invisible, so if somebody don't know about the table, if somebody don't know about the table, they are not able to make it, they are not able to see this column is invisible column or not. Nobody knows about it because this column is hidden here. How can we see this? There is a data dictionary called, if you go here, select star from user underscore tab underscore column. There is a data dictionary user underscore tab underscore columns. See this here. Let him making it here. For example, column ID, column underscore ID. I am making here column underscore name, comma hidden underscore column from this, where column underscore, sorry, where table underscore name is equal to test1. See this here, because this test1 I just created. I want to show you here, everybody. I'm talking about invisible column. Oracle 12c onwards, the concept of invisible make a particular column invisible to improve the security of a table. The people who don't know about the column, they cannot find the data. Even select star from will not show the particular column if you don't know the column name. We have to specify the column name. How do I know? If I go to user underscore tab underscore column, that is a data dictionary. In that data dictionary, there is a column called hidden column. Hidden column is yes, means this particular column is a hidden column. And for the hidden column, if you see, even the ID is not assigned. Anybody asking some question?
Hello.
Yes.
If you will.
So sorry, your voice is not clear.
Hello.
Your voice is not clear. Sorry. You can write your question. If you don't able to speak, you can write your question here. I can read and I can answer. You can write it. Okay. Anybody else have any question, any confusion on this invisible column concept? Invisible column is a new concept in Oracle 12c. Very simple. It makes our column like this, that column is not appear even into the select statement. The only way to see the data to specify the column name into the select clause. Otherwise, you cannot see the particular column, select the particular column into that particular table, because it make to improve the security. Interviewer asked this question: why we are making the concept of invisible column? Because before invisible column, we have only a concept of view. If I want to create a view, then only I can make my data secure. To improve security, we are creating view. But from 12c onwards, they make a concept of when the column make it secure. We don't have to create an extra view, because if you're creating a view, it's responsibility of the database. You have to manage that view as well, right? So the base concept is just create a column. That column make it invisible to improve the security. It benefited to secure the data. Only those people can access the data who knows it, right? Can we add a new column between columns? I will discuss, Rakesh, I discussed this question. We can make it invisible columns, and we'll discuss this scenario, because we are going invisible column and then we can make it again. I will let you know. This question I discussed, Rakesh, into the WhatsApp group. If you just go And search this asks, can we add a new column between columns into the Oracle? I already discussed into the WhatsApp group, right? Okay, and I will let you know. If we just go here in WhatsApp group, add a new column. Let me go and search in front of you. Add a new column. In Oracle, can we add a new column or table on a specific position without dropping the table? My table ABC. If you follow my WhatsApp group, everything will be mentioned here, right? My column ABC is a column name, Varchar 2. I want to add a new column salary, but this column should be second column into the position, right? You can see this solution here. I add the column. Sorry, solution is here. So I already discussed this question into the WhatsApp group. I will forward in the group. So let's go with the length what I have discussed. This question already discussed here into our PL SQL SQL solution, right? We already discussed this question. So if you just go here, you can see the concept. It is already discussed. Go through one by one the concept we are running. So Rakesh, when you have this question, you can ping me separately, right? Let's go through this sequence what we're going. You can see that we already discussed this question. In whatever the group you are, just go and search that particular question into the group. You can find that question answer there. Right, everything mentioned, I already discussed this question by using the same concept. So we are discussing the concept of invisible column. Invisible column can be checked by using hidden column concept that make it yes. So this is how you have to answer. We are still working on the columns and table. Tomorrow we'll start with the concept of virtual columns, and the question what just Rakesh asked, I will discuss that question again because I will send in the notes. So I will discuss that question again tomorrow. Tomorrow class is very important. Please don't miss tomorrow class. We are meeting on the time, same time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Abhishek, you can stop the session if you are still awake. Okay. So thank you so much. If I will send the notes, and if you have any confusion, you can ask me. Okay.